Sort of. The NBA play-in begins tonight, and that's just as important. So we'll play Fact or Fiction with Shanae and Marcus. Shanae, if I said tonight is a must-win for the Warriors so they avoid OKC, is that fact or fiction?
That is straight up facts, Greeny, because running into OKC is like running into a defensive buzzsaw. But don't sleep on their offense as well. They outscored their opponents by 13 points per game, the greatest point differential we've ever seen. And all teams with something like that have won a title. So, yes, on both ends, they're the worst team to see in the Western Conference.
Marcus, how worried are we about a Warriors team, particularly a little banged up, Jimmy Butler, Steph Curry?
I think these guys know what they need to get to this game, right? I know they know exactly how much is at stake. I think both of those guys will be ready. Two tough guys that's ready to take on that.
You think they will play and they will play well?
Yes, sir.
All right, fair enough. Let's go to the next one. Marcus, this one is for you. If I said no team is going to challenge the Thunder in the West, is that fact or fiction?
I got to be fiction. I think it's multiple teams, right? I think the Clippers, I think Denver, I think the Warriors, I think they all can challenge the OKC. They've been a really good regular season team, but this is the playoffs. All that goes out the window.
And don't forget about the Los Angeles Lakers. I know you gave love to the Clippers, but the Lakers have two of the greatest playoff performers in basketball in history, in LeBron James and Luka Doncic. Can you imagine if the game or the series comes down to one or two possessions? The IQ that LeBron has, the just moxie that Luka has, those two are phenomenal. So I think that would be a good matchup as well. Lakers, what do you say, Clippers?
Nuggets. I was cheating by even asking the question. I know Marcus doesn't think OKC is coming out. Shanae, I feel like for a while now we've been talking about the West like it was the West, the OKC Invitational. We'll get back to that as we go, but let's go to the last one. Shanae, if I said the Knicks are going to lose to Detroit in round one, is that fact or fiction?
That's fiction. I'm just going to do that as a wellness check for you, Greeny. That's fiction. A lot of people are very high on the Pistons, which I am, and I do think that the Knicks are concerned because Cade Cunningham has had his way against them. 31 points, 8 assists, but more so, the Knicks have two superstars in Brunson and Towns, and I believe Towns is the separator, shooting 42% from three.
All right, Marcus, I just need you to know that, like, everyone who works in this room, all the people you see behind the cameras and everybody else are crazy Knicks fans.
I know it.
So they desperately want to hear this from you. Are the Knicks going to get out of this first round and at least get their crack at Boston?
I love New York, right? Let's just get that out the way. I think this will be a dogfight, but I think it's going to come down to home court advantage. Playing in New York, in the Garden, in the playoffs, as we spoke about, is tough. This is a young team. Detroit, I love what they've done during the regular season, but I don't know if they have enough to win this series.
Are the Knicks a team that can elevate? Like I don't know if there's a step. They had a very good season. They had because the Celtics and the Cavaliers have been so good, people have overlooked how good a year the Knicks had. But are they a team that has another gear they go to in the postseason like some of the others do?
Well, that's been the biggest question because they need to be rested to be able to have another gear. And I feel like we've started to see those criticisms come to fruition in the sense that players are having conversations with coaches and saying, hey, we need to be ready when it matters most. They have the capability to be able to make some noise. I think you're absolutely correct. With the Celtics and the Cavaliers, everyone has been sleeping on the Knicks, but the Knicks still have two of the best players in the Eastern Conference in Brunson and Cat, and I really think Cat can do some damage. He's had an all-NBA type of season this year, 24 points, 13 rebounds, and of course is really good from three.
Knicks in six? Knicks in 7?
6. I say Knicks in 6.
Okay,
I give you that.
I like that. Knicks in 6.
Knicks in 6. Anything that rhymes works with me. All right. You can.
The NBA play-in tournament getting underway tonight, and in the first game, the Magic host the Hawks in the East. It's a 7-8 matchup. Orlando won the Southeast Division, had a 500 record, split the 4 regular season meetings with Atlanta. The 7-8 game, meanwhile, in the West has Golden State hosting Memphis. These Warriors won the season series against the Grizzlies 3-1, while Memphis has the second-best scoring offense in the league. How about tomorrow? The first of the 9-10 matchups has the Bulls hosting the Heat, 7:30 Eastern on ESPN. Chicago takes up residence in this play-in game. The Bulls swept their 3 regular season meetings with Miami. They're 8-2 against the Heat over the last 3 seasons. Second game, Mavericks Kings in Sacktown. 10 Eastern on ESPN. Sacramento swept the 3 regular season games against Dallas. Since trading Luka to the Lakers, the Mavs just 13-20 overall. They are 6-3 when Anthony Davis plays, and he's expected to be in the lineup tonight. The winner of tonight's Warriors-Grizzlies game gets the Rockets in the first round. The top-seeded Thunder await the second team to advance from this play-in tournament. OKC, the heavy favorite to win the West overall, not just the first round, at -150 over at ESPN Bet. Lakers host the Timberwolves Game 1 Saturday night on ABC. Bobby Marks is back with us. Bobby, Luka torched these Timberwolves in the Western Conference Finals last year. That was in Dallas. Now he's in L.A. How can the Timberwolves contain him this time?
Yeah, it's pick your poison, right, Randy? I think you've got to make him turn into a jump shooter. And you say, wait a minute, he made that big shot over Rudy Gobert last year. But I think the body of work this year against Minnesota, 41% from the field, 30% on threes. When you look at it, he is at his best getting to the rim. 79% getting to the rim on layups here. Turn him into a jump shooter, try to get the ball out of his hands, but there's really no way to stop him totally. You just got to slow him down here.
Do the Lakers need LeBron to be the best player in this series?
They don't, but they need him to be the closer. And I'm just going back to that Dallas game last week. It reminded me of like a 4x100 team when you basically had Luka set the tone, and then you had Hachimura and Austin Reeves basically in the middle. And basically, LeBron finished the game for you. And now is as fresh, coming off a back-to-back, that I've seen LeBron James in a long time. So if he's your closer, they're going to go pretty far in these playoffs here.
For the first month after the Luka Doncic trade, the Lakers were among the best defensive teams, not only in the Western Conference, but in all of the NBA. Since then, they've come back to the pack a little bit. Which Lakers defense do you expect to show up in this series?
Well, I think it's going to be the same Lakers defense that we saw right after the All-Star break that ranked in the probably top two in defensive efficiency here. It's going to be interesting, though, as far as what the size of Rudy Gobert, how do you kind of mitigate that? They're a big team. Well, you got Naz Reid and you got Julius Randle. Second chance points, can't get beat on the boards. They're 26th in rebounding, this Lakers team, where Minnesota is right in the middle of the pack here.
We're just bonding fathers and sons so far on SportsCenter. Peter Schrager, our NFL guy, our new best friend, earlier just said that his son watches before he goes to school. His son's 8 years old. You have a kid in school as well. He's just in college. Do you want to go ahead and espouse his fandom for this program as well while you're with us?
Listen, if I mention one, I got to mention the other. I got two, Randy. I got a freshman at USC, and I got a sophomore right now who's in high school. So he's already left. He's not watching SportsCenter right now. So of course I got to mention both of them.
Right, but taking attendance wasn't the issue. It was whether they watched the show.
I don't think my freshman at USC is up right now watching the show.
We can cut the feed. We can cut Bobby's feed.
He's watching something.
Thanks, Bobby. Appreciate you, man.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate
You
it.
need to watch this. It's the top plays.
Tại vì Dạ rồi, rồi đã quay trở lại với kênh của mình. Ngày hôm nay mình sẽ tiếp tục hướng dẫn các bạn làm vòng. Và hôm nay của mình sẽ có tiêu đề là
Chẳng thể nào nghĩ được
cánh rừng. Mọi người, hôm nay vòng của mình sẽ có tiêu đề là vườn hoa. Bây giờ mình bắt đầu đấy nhé. Thì em có vai trò, em có vai trò.
Vì sao ở với anh? Tại vì sao?
Đây, vì